Hello friends, Adam here with FED. We got another trailer for Fire Emblem Engage. It feels like it's been a while since the direct trailer in September, and we finally got some more news. I'm really excited. Like, this is a full-blown trailer, not just like random gameplay snippets that they show off a character in. A real story trailer. And I will be talking about this trailer quite a bit over the next couple days. I have quite a few videos in mind. But today I just want to give you my general thoughts about different things that are in it. But overall, we're going to be taking a pretty surface level look today. Okay, so first off, we get this lady who calls Alear her child. I don't know if that's like a literal or figurative like thing of speech, but if I had to guess, it's probably figurative. She's probably just some sort of like higher up in some church of dragons or something. I don't know. So she calls everyone her child. All that stuff. Gives Alear ring. She says, go get ring, go get other ring, and save world, basically, right? And she saves him, obviously saves him from the scary dark dragon, because right here she like knocks him out of the way. Right? She like knocks him out of the way right here. And then she gets all zippity zapped. So that's a whole thing. So she'll sacrifice herself to save Alear, I'm sure, which is cute and stuff. Now he's like, oh no, now I have to save the world or whatever because this lady said so. And then and she says to do something like to save the world with all divinity or whatever, which was a little weird, but I have a video about that I think is gonna make it make sense. You'll see, it'll make it make sense. I think this game has some really interesting stuff in the works, in my head at least. Maybe it's all just shenanigans and it's not going to make any sense at all, but in my head it makes sense. I'm pretty excited about it. So then we get Marth, who appears, and he specifically says, hello, I'm Marth or whatever, but then he says Emblem Marth, to be clear. This implies that Marth had already existed and is now some other person entirely before this, and that maybe emblems are beings created in the image of a powerful hero from the past, rather than like the actual manifestation of like their character's soul or something like that, right? So this probably isn't actual Marth. This is some like vision of Marth of some kind, which would make sense to some degree, because it'd be kind of sad to be like imprisoned in a ring for eternity or something. So it's probably not actual Marth, right? Emblem Marth, to be clear, is like word for word what it says. So it also says that Alear is able to unlock Marth's power because he like remembered him or something, but that's also a little weird because how did he remember him the first time to get to use him? In like when he used him like 1,000 years ago or when they met. So does like Alear actually just need like some sort of history lesson or whatever to learn what a hero did, and then he remembers who they are, and then he become usable or something? I know I'm overthinking this, and it's just like a plot point to make it like, oh, you remember me, so now we can be used, and it's all gonna be about Alear getting his memory back and all that. I know I'm overthinking it here, but it's also just kind of a weird line that I'm not a big fan of. All right, moving on. Fell Dragon, whatever. We've seen that. Like confirmation that Marth and Alear do already know each other here. Martha's all like, Alear's all like, what was I like? And Marth is like, oh, you were kind. Yeah, whatever. Basic Fire Emblem protagonist adjectives. Right? Oh, you were kind and nice, I guess. Then we talk about like, we get to hear some of like the political stuff going on, right? About how whatever country Alfred's from, like they have an alliance with Brodia or whatever, where we get to see these sick looking designs. Big fan of these characters already. I really like that. I don't know, the designs just look pretty varied and cool, I'm not gonna lie. We do get our first sighting of like thunder magic. That I believe is our first sighting of thunder magic in the game, with this lady here. I like this. I'm assuming this is a mercenary or Myrmidon design. I think it looks really cool with the girl in the middle with the pink hair. That weapon's obviously like an armor slayer of some kind. I can't imagine what else it would be, but it looks really cool, honestly. Really cool design. And then, dope looking archer guy. Nothing crazy there. And then we have Roy, if he were 25 years old instead of 15 in his own game, right? This guy. The Crown Prince of Brodia, or whatever. Kind of name of the place is Brodia, by the way. Regardless, here he is. Looks pretty cool. And we see that he works with Roy or whatever. He's attuned to that character, right? To that emblem. And I assume they'll join early in the game. I can't imagine the Brodians will join any later than like chapter like 6 or 7 or something. All right, now we get I think these are the characters that everyone's most excited about. The ones from Solm. They look pretty happy-go-lucky, right? People like that. She obviously is like, come on, she has to be a dancer, right? With the colors and the outfit and everything. She's got to be like a refresher unit, a singer, dancer kind of thing. Let me see this guy. I don't really know who he is. I don't know if he's like a retainer or if he of the dancer looking lady, or maybe he's royalty as well, or maybe they're both royalty, or it's vice versa. If I had to guess, he's gonna be some sort of flyer because of all the feathers, but I don't know. Or like the feathery looking shirt, blouse. Is it a blouse? Yeah, we're gonna call it a blouse. It's hard to say though. No way to really know. Then we hear about this country, Illusia, basically. And they're obviously evil. Look at them. Look at this guy. This is their ruler. Anyone ruled by a guy that looks like this in an anime game is gonna be bad, right? It's gonna be bad. And then we see these people. I think there's a good chance that these are playable characters. I think if you look at Fire Emblem recently, you look at like Fates. Playable characters come in threes. You have like this girl in the middle with the pink and the weird outfit. It's pretty wild. She is obviously like the leader of the three, and those two in the back with the axe and the sword are probably like her retainers or something. So I assume all three of these are going to be playable at some point. Maybe they're evil now, but they'll be playable. I would bet money on it. Same goes for this lady. We saw her in a trailer early on in the direct, and she was shown alongside other playable characters, so I assume she'll be playable. Also, Shades of Camilla. Looks like she rides a dragon. Maybe we're getting Malignites back. Cool. I love Malignites are like some of the coolest, like one of the coolest classes the games have ever had. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then I think these four are like the evil Elite Four of the game. I'm assuming. Thinking like 4 riders from the Tellius games or something. These guys are obviously bad. And they threaten to kill a bunch of people. You know, when people threaten to kill everyone, usually pretty bad people, right? I can't imagine they'll be recruitable. Maybe one of them will be, but if I had to guess, they're basically just bad guys. And if I had to guess, the one in the heavy armor is going to be like sympathetic in some way. Like a sympathetic baddie. Then we get to the coolest part of the trailer, am I right? Where we get to see Roy do stuff. Look at Roy there, looking cool. That looks like his that looks like part of his win animation in like Super Smash Bros. Melee, I believe. Not gonna lie. Looks cool though. Big fan of how that looks. We see some more Celica. We like Celica. Everyone likes Celica. Does anyone not like Celica? And we have this weird chick shows up again. She has the same sort of like a little bit of the blue and red color scheming going on that Alear does. If you notice, blue and red are really important in this game. I know blue and red are really important in like every Fire Emblem game, but they're obviously playing at some themes and things here and there that I'll point out in a video that'll probably come out tomorrow. She has feathers. Don't know why she has feathers. Looks kind of weird. She says she's looking for someone. It's probably Alear, but she doesn't say it's Alear yet because Alear doesn't remember who she is, and she's probably waiting for him to regain his memory or something. Something cheesy like that. And once he remembers who she is, she'll be like, I found you. Whoa. You know, something like that. Not something I'm interested in necessarily, but it will be something like that. I would bet money. Next exciting thing, we get to see Ike. And he's not in his Brave Ike attire like he is in the character wheel from the direct trailer, right? He is mad chillin' in his Radiant Dawn outfit. I don't like how skinny his arms are. I'm used to Ike just being like obscenely ripped. Ike is supposed to be just like massive, right? That's how I always took Ike. He's supposed to just be really, really big, right? Like, look how tiny this arm is. He's just a little guy. He's just a weak little guy. Then we get to see Alfred fighting with Lucina, which is pretty cool. I like Lucina's looking the exact same as always. Nothing special there. And whatever. Alir, Marth run through. Cute battlefield stuff. Hopefully we get some good cutscenes in the game. Hopefully this isn't like a one-off early thing. We just get plenty of good cutscenes. Fell Dragon doing stuff. Oh, here we go. This is the cool stuff. This is the cool stuff. Oh, whoops, I pressed the wrong button. Don't you hate when you do that? Okay, right here. This is the cool stuff. Lynn with a bow, whatever. I don't know why she's using the bow, but you know, they needed some archer representation, I guess. And she's red. She's evil. Bad guy Lynn. You love to see it. Looks pretty. Honestly, looks pretty cool. We actually get to see other bad guys. We get bad guy Lucina. Ooh. And see, bad guy Lucina, she's with the pink hair lady from earlier that is was obviously a bad guy that was going to turn into a good guy to some degree, right? That I said with the trio. I assume when you recruit her, Lucina will turn blue. Be like your classic turns blue, like blue paint kind of moment, right? And this is a cool moment. So this guy, if you see, he puts on this ring, right? And then we see something really cool. Like his eyes light up, whatever. But then Marth gets recruited by the enemy. I think it's actually really sick. And I love, oh, it's so cool. It's even, he looks just like Red Marth from Super Smash Brothers. I love it. I love it, man. His hair even turns red. And I think that's, again, I think the hair color turning red is really important for something that I'll talk about in tomorrow's video. So, really cool stuff, man. Big fan of this trailer. Wish we got some more gameplay stuff, but I'm down for some good story beats here and showing off what might be a hint at some gameplay mechanics with evil emblem rings. So with this trailer, I'm fairly certain we're only going to get the 12 emblem rings. There might be like one extra secret super one that we have to find that no one knows about or whatever that'll change the world or something. But at this point, the original 12 that they showed off in the character wheel are probably what we're getting. I was hoping the enemy would have like unique enemy emblem rings or something, or maybe they have a different name, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Hope I'm wrong though. More characters added, the better. Maybe we'll get some in DLC or something. And this is actually where I'm going to be... The stuff here is really interesting right here, actually, and I want to talk about it, but it is definitely enough to talk about for its own video. It is definitely its own video topic. It's a lot to talk about. So basically, I think I know exactly, not exactly, but I basically know how the game's going to go. the story's going to go. I think I know the twist. Pretty excited about it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. So yeah, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on more Fire Emblem Engage discussions like this. I think this trailer's pretty good. Let us know what you thought about it in the comments. And please like the video so other people can find it too. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time, friends.